Hey everybody, it's the Crazy Spartan again, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about the Halo Bulletin for 9/11. Speaking of 9/11, for all of those that serve our country, and I wish you guys the best of luck out there. Do come home safe if you're on deployment, and I also wish your families a incredibly heartfelt thank you for everything you guys do. The families are usually almost always forgotten in that type of thing, but if it wasn't for your support, your soldier or sailor or airman would not be able to do what they are required to do. So I want to say thank you to all you guys. If you get the chance, please check out my Veterans Day video I put out a while ago. I will put a link down below for you to check that out. Again, thank you guys for all your service. I am a veteran myself, so I do understand exactly what all this stuff entails. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move on and to what I wanted to put out today and why I'm making this video. Now, first thing is, I'm going to read this word for word and go ahead and I'm going to put my opinion on this. Now, something that we are going to experiment with both in the rotational playlist and also select regular ones relates to DLC. While matching players who own DLC is heavily weighted during the search phase, we're seeing reports that some of you are not seeing your purchase maps in matchmaking as frequently as you'd like. As a potential solution to this issue, we are going to make one standard playlist DLC required, a la Halo 3. Starting on 9/16, you will need the Majestic Map Pack to play Infinity Slayer, as the goal of this is to gauge if DLC required playlist solution is a viable one. We will be monitoring its population closely. The Game of the Year edition of Halo 4, which includes all Halo 4 map packs, launches in early October. So we scheduled this change for a time when we can gather data without its impact and then also with it. Now, I'd like to stress this is an experiment and in no way, shape, or form a permanent move at this time. The primary thing to note is we know you want to play your DLC more often, and we're dedicated to doing everything we can to make that happen. Now, that's from BS Angel. So here's my opinion on it. Is this a good thing for Halo 4 or is it not a good thing? Now, I don't think there is an easy answer for this. This has been a hot debate on the forums since DLC has been launched for Halo 4. My personal opinion is I think this is a good thing for myself in particular because I do have every single map pack, and unfortunately I don't get to play any of these map packs very often. I mean, every once in a while I might see something come up, but it's really not very often. If the population of Halo 4 was probably closer to around 90,000 or something like that, this probably wouldn't even be an issue. It probably would come up a lot more often. But even in Halo Reach, when its population was on average about 90,000, you did not see a whole lot of DLC right away. Further on down the line, you started to see a little bit more of it. And the other side of the coin is, and I understand the other side all too well, and the other side is, well, why do I have to pay to play in this playlist? And I absolutely understand that. I really do. You don't want to have to pay extra money to play in certain playlists. And for this to be, honestly, this has kind of surprised me here, is that they're putting it in the main Slayer playlist. So that did surprise me. I would have figured they would have done it in something else. But there it is. They were putting it in the main Slayer playlist. Again, this is a heated debate on the forums all the time. I don't know. I can't give you a good answer whether or not this is really good, something that Halo 4 should implement, or not. I think that honestly the best news is that they're using the Majestic map pack, and it's only one map pack, so you don't have to go out and spend and buy everything. Just the one, which is only 800 Microsoft points. So I think that's gone now. I think it's like $10. Or you get the Halo 4 Game of the Year edition when that comes out, and then you get everything. In my opinion, is the Majestic map pack is easily the best map pack out. I mean, I like the Pitfall, not the Pitfall, and Vertigo. Very good maps. Loved them. Glad, a very, very good addition to Halo 4. The Crimson map pack, that was the first map pack. I honestly have to say it was an okay map pack. It wasn't my favorite. Shatter and Wreckage were just huge. After everybody was complaining about there's no small maps in Halo 4, and really there wasn't. There really wasn't. We had, and then they gave us Shatter and Wreckage, and even Harvest, which was supposedly a small map. It isn't. It's easily a medium-large map. It plays really well with about 6 players on it. So for Capture the Flag, it works great. I mean, it really does. But then they came out with a Majestic map pack. Really, really good map pack. You had Monolith, a very arena-style map. Skyline. I think Skyline is my favorite map pack. And if you didn't check out the Halo 4 Global Championships tournament, the finals, it was played on Skyline, and it was just intense. You really, really should check that out. I think it's on Halo Waypoint's YouTube, so check that out if you can. But anyways, Majestic map pack had the Skyline, and then had Landfall. It really reminded me a lot of Longshore, but it's definitely its own vibe to it. I mean, another really, really good map, in my opinion. Then we got Castle map pack 2 months later, and not a bad map pack by any means. These were back to larger maps. Daybreak is easily my favorite, I think, because it reminds me a lot, has a big vibe of Beaver Creek. It does. I mean, it's definitely not Beaver Creek, but it does have that vibe of 2 bases on the side, and you go up and around. It's like Beaver Creek expanded a little bit. Very good map pack. And then we got, of course, our Champions Bundle. Very, very, very good. Pitfall, Vertigo, both of them fantastic maps. Vertigo, I don't think it gets enough credit, in my opinion, is very good. I really like it. And it's actually a rather small map. It really is. I would definitely check that out if you haven't. I guess the question comes to play is this something that Halo 4 needs to implement or should implement at this point in its life? We are at averaging about 20,000 players online at peak times, and that's really, really small, which is an incredible shame, because if you haven't played Halo 4 since its launch, you're missing out, because Halo 4 has advanced. I mean, they really, 343, I got to give them credit. They really do listen to the fans, and they really moved so far from launch day into what we have today. So my question to you is this something we should be doing? Is this something you think is viable? Or should we leave this back to the way it was and just have heavy weighting on your playlist or on DLC searching? That is a question I'm going to leave to you guys. Unfortunately, though, I don't think there is an easy answer, because there is definitely 2 different sides to that coin. All right, I'm going to leave that off here, fellas and ladies. This is the Crazed Spartan, and I am out of here.